the nurse who unalive hundreds. This man didn't carry a gun. He didn't hide bodies in the woods. He wore scrubs, smiled at grieving families, and killed more people than most serial killers combined. Let's call him Lucas Grant. Lucas was a nurse, a caregiver, trusted by patients, respected by coworkers, but behind that soft-spoken charm was a monster. It started on a quiet night shift. Lucas was watching over a patient in severe pain. The man was crying, wincing with every breath. And Lucas, he wasn't disturbed, he was inspired. He decided the kindest thing to do was to end the man's suffering. So Lucas grabbed a syringe, filled it with lidocaine way over the safe limit, and injected it directly into the IV. The man died within minutes. And Lucas, he felt good, empowered, like he had control over life and death. So he did it again and again. He'd sneak into rooms at night and spike patients' IVs with massive doses of insulin. His victims were usually elderly, vulnerable, and barely conscious. Easy targets. The death toll started rising, quietly, suspiciously. Eventually, doctors noticed the pattern, multiple patients dying of insulin overdoses. And in almost every case, Lucas was their assigned nurse. He became a suspect. But the hospital couldn't prove anything. No security footage, no hard evidence. So instead of being fired or arrested, Lucas was allowed to resign. Watch out for part 2. Please subscribe, share, like, comment, follow, add to your favorites, and save. We loves more. The Nurse Who Unalive Hundreds Part 2. And just like that, he vanished, only to reappear weeks later at another hospital. New name tag, new victims. This time, he used digoxin, a heart medication that, in the wrong dose, is fatal. 3 elderly women died. Then a year later, different hospital, same story. He killed a 91-year-old woman, again with digoxin. He got a job at a rehab center. One night, Lucas entered a patient's room with a loaded syringe. But this time, something went wrong. The patient woke up, fought back. There was a struggle, screaming, broken glass, and the patient ended up with a fractured arm. Lucas was quietly fired. But guess what? That didn't stop him. He went back to hospital work, killed another patient, then another, then 5 more. By now, Lucas had been secretly ending lives for over 14 years, and no one could stop him because no one had hard proof. Until he met Erin Walters, an ICU nurse at his latest hospital. Erin liked Lucas, thought he was sharp, experienced. They became close, shared late-night shifts, coffee breaks, personal stories. Meanwhile, Lucas was still killing patients, but soon the hospital pharmacist noticed something weird, a spike in deaths. Most linked to insulin and digoxin overdoses, and all in the same unit. Police got involved, patterns emerged, and all arrows pointed straight at Lucas Grant. Watch out for part 3. Please subscribe, share, like, comment, follow, add to your favorites, and save. We loves more. The Nurse Who Unalive Hundreds Part 3. But soon, the hospital pharmacist noticed something weird, a spike in deaths, most linked to insulin and digoxin overdoses, and all in the same unit. Police got involved, patterns emerged, and all arrows pointed straight at Lucas Grant. He was fired again, but investigators knew if they didn't act fast, he'd just land another job and keep killing. They needed a confession, so they turned to Erin. They told her everything, every patient, every drug, every suspicious death. Erin was stunned. Her friend, the guy she worked beside for months, was a serial killer. Still, she agreed to help. She wore a wire, met Lucas at a diner, played it talking, and Lucas, thinking he was untouchable, confessed everything. Every patient, every method, every hospital. It was all recorded. After 16 years of playing God, Lucas Grant was finally arrested. His mugshot? Cold eyes, no remorse. He admitted to 45 murders, but investigators believed the real number could be closer to 300. But with missing records and weak documentation, most cases couldn't be proven. Still, the court gave him 11 life sentences, over 400 years behind bars. He'll die in prison. And even then, it won't balance the scale of what he did, because Lucas wasn't just a serial killer, he was death in disguise. Please subscribe, share, like, comment, follow, add to your favorites, and save. We loves more.